Let's see if you're gonna stay on here or not. Let's see if you're gonna. Okay. Well, sorry guys. Don't really know exactly what happened there, but I did reinstall Alright, we'll leave them like that.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? I think not.
How did...
Ah, and only
Let me...
Oh.
Oh, I...
Dear friends,
Executioner.
he's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat.
Sorry, Max. Honestly, I didn't even realize my stream
Mark my
shit to bed
words.
because I was just
If we
chatting
wait
away,
him out until winter,
reminiscing
he
about
will
my
leave
World
of
of
his own
Warcraft days.
accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we
honestly, I saw
seriously
where the
gonna
video
wait
clip stopped,
and
and
cower in a corner?
I
Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
definitely
A few
talked
well-planned
for like an
raids
extra
and we
15
could
minutes
have him
past
in
when
our
my thing
fists.
disconnected.
What
So
price?
I
Have you got
reinstalled. I
men
checked
to
my drivers.
spare?
My drivers are all up to date.
Has any of you
But
got
the-
men and money to
And
spare?
my Streamlabs said it was up to date, but I went ahead and
We
reinstalled
don't have men
Streamlabs.
out
Seems
there.
like
Yes, we do.
We do
I'm having
not.
much better.
Yobst
or
is
having
right.
issues I was having a minute
That
ago.
whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health, and to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here? I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin. The son of...
That's not a thing I've ever...
Gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
I guess regarding like my wild times for it, I've got a total of like 8+ years in WoW.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground.
I gotta get my Krog sign
We just
picked
need
back up, though.
negotiators
That's one thing I gotta
who'll
do.
push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea...
Alright, why are we doing all this?
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian...
You've got a...
You're certainly not the first to tell me.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names. If you can get those 3 on our... Meanwhile...
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Oh, hell. I hate when I have to play this dude. I want to play my Henry.
Bocek of Kunststadt. I know the name.
Which
but
again,
can't
I wonder
place
if this dude
That's just
isn't...
the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds
I wonder
back.
if this
He
priest is
doesn't
not
play the
actually
big
like a
game
real character.
because he doesn't like
Why
to
would it
take
make me have to play this
risks.
character,
He
like,
always
care
goes
about
for
the other
sure
side?
thing.
Like, I know
Once
why
he's
it's
made his mind up,
doing it
not
just
even a pair of
because
oxen
Henry can
will
only be
hold
in
him
one
back.
place at a time, and it wants you to see both sides of like what's happening for it. I mean,
Older the older.
the lore of this game is just
Wasn't he a Kuttenberg?
history.
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the
Like the
city
lord
was
that I
taken.
like have to
Only
like
he's
follow
here,
and be with and that kind of
instead
stuff. Like
cozying up with Sigismund
Hans
in
is
Kuttenberg.
a real
So his
was a
days
real
in the
person,
council
real
are
lord back in the
numbered.
day.
But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
I think we're in the Czech Republic or so. 1400.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow.
Wenzel Bartosz,
I was quite surprised to see her here.
a male. Anna is holding back, but don't trust appearance.
And what you...
She's as very wicked, and that it.
I'll get...
I wish I.
Success... I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
even butcher, and he's a great lord.
That's hard to believe.
Martin likes to exaggerate. He was talking about the
Yeah, I can't even
Or he nags even when they belong to someone else.
Nags? What nags? These are the best taste of Krog.
I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha! Even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
We'll talk later and in private. Right now we have more important things to attend to.
Don't try my...
Why so strict?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then, I thought he took his boozing and whore...
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have...
You have the impertinence to show me your face?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Cover
They
your
teach you
right
that in the
side.
seminary?
You've got a gap there I can drive a cart through.
Take...
Stand firm.
That was sneaky.
Otherwise, the first strike will
No
put
chance.
you on your arse. Look in my eyes, not at my sword.
What the fuck was that?
Swing with your whole
You're
arm,
fast.
not
You wanna
just
try
your
me?
wrist. Arm lower. You don't know which
taught
end
you
of that
that?
thing is up.
They teach you that in the seminary? Sacre! You're fast.
What's wrong with your legs?
Enough! That will do. My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. That you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war, right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. And the sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own, but now I have a chance.
And that's why...
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that, but it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Is there no wash rack anywhere? Here we go. Oh, I don't have any brews. He definitely got me twice.
Godwin, you wouldn't be avoiding me. We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here.
With pleasure, sir. As it happens, there's something I'd like to ask you. Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child. No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they...
Godwin.
Well, it could be a... What are you expecting?
Well, I have but, all going well, as long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support.
I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little. Although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble...
Wise words. Still...
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant...
Too hard. Patricians and usurers. They're without honor. We're trying to forge an alliance against our common enemy.
They're trying to do one thing and one thing only. Line their pockets.
They remember well how the burghers in Moravia feared in the last war.
They were on the wrong side. Wasn't it the lords of Kunst...
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in... I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord... I can't risk it all in a...
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you open...
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over that, and seems quite happy with that step. On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one. If he agrees, I'll...
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice.
Good day.
Taking their time again.
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounded...
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, I explained to him how such an alliance could be mutually beneficial.
Mutually? What do you mean?
He's got a pretty serious personal interest in this... bond.
Stop beating around the bush and spit out what you promised him.
Lord Kunstad has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking, oh.
So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Thank God he's gonna tell him.
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parleying skills.
That's right, Hollins. All that shit you happened to me at the very beginning of this game with Henry? Yeah. We're marrying your ass off to an old bitch.
Greetings to you, Sabojik. Your niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstad.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yivka and the young...
Here's to...
For your friend.
No!
The Lord be with...
Would you like to...
What game?
Cardinal.
And do you have the bag?
Aha! Master,
Let's play...
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Okay.
You might even win with that.
Hold on, I'll throw the webcam on for just a second. Actually, it's kind of more fun to play dice now because I know that I don't have my own dice and I have to like just deal with whatever this character has. Because my dice are a little too loaded that it definitely kind of takes away some of the enjoyment of this game. Of the like how fun I do or how much I enjoy dice. There we go. I'll put it back on in just a second.
Executioner said money.
And honestly, I really wouldn't even play for anything less than. I mean, normally I'll play for max, so we're paying for like 300 plus a badge. So you can sell the badge. Some depending on which one they're putting up for offer. You can get a pretty penny out of there. Let's see, hold on, we got 1, 2. And these are just basic dice, so it's just like pure luck right now.
Well, you're not afraid of anything. Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
I'm bigger going on. Only 300 points. We'll risk the biscuit.
Let it
300.
be now. I want to play too, you know.
Bust.
My. That's what the smiting of Sodom must have looked like.
Oh, crap. 3 out of there. We got 400.
I knew it'd be good. I said as much.
One beer, please.
I'm going to take 1, even though I had a pair of 3s there, but it's not necessarily enough. You want to kind of give yourself more opportunity to hit it big with...
Well, that's no
My.
great.
That's what the smiting of
much
Sodom
anyway.
must have looked like.
6.
That's enough. Your turn.
Alright, he's playing it safe now.
Suck of wine, thanks.
Oh, daddy, yes. Alright. I'm gonna just save that right
you
there
can
with
do it.
1,000 points.
Keep it up.
No, I'm gonna try to risk it. I don't have any guarantees on these dice. 300.
Something like this happened to me back in '98. But that was different.
Like 50 points for me right there. What is score 1? So you can only like either a 5 or a 1. You can just go ahead and just pass it over and then basically make them shuffle it out again. So 1's 100 points. A 5 is worth 50 points. Now if you get like all 3 or whatever, so it's like if you get a pair of 3s, like all 3 3s, then it's 300. You get a pair of, not just a pair, but like a triple of 4s, then it's like 400 points. I'm just gonna score that one.
Said I never learned to play dice because I don't plan on going to prison.
Oh, I don't think they even play this in prison anymore.
Service is kind of slow.
You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
One thing I was like, I feel like if I probably wasn't streaming, I probably would have spent a lot more time when I was playing Red Dead Redemption just trying to... I actually don't know how to play blackjack. Hold on. Is this a fucking perfect hand? Oh my god, it is. This is the best hand I think I've ever actually drawn. I got a 3. Yep, 3, 4. Full fucking house. Yeah. 1,500 right there.
Said blackjack is just.
Good game, friend.
That was good. It has to look.
See, but I don't know like what the card values are of things.
Don't be a coward.
And so that's where I was actually like, again, I've never, especially since I was just playing with dice that are all the exact equal, they're not loaded at all. That's the first time I've actually ever pulled like a perfect hand. Sucks that I couldn't like try to like build off of that though. There we go, get my webcam back on. But I would have like learned how to play like poker or whatever they were playing on there. That's the thing is I don't really know how to play cards that well. Now I know how to play solitaire, but I probably would have. But again, if I wasn't streaming, I probably would have sat there and experimented a lot longer trying to figure out what was what. Okay, so now I gotta go find this one widowed lady, right? Is that lady here at this party? You'd think that it would show around here. Have I pissed off that many people around here? I feel like in the other town, I had a lot better reputation. Or is it this player's reputation? Yeah, I think it's actually this player's reputation. A lot of people just don't even know who he is, so he'd just be like a normal stranger to him. I was like, I didn't think I pissed off that many people. Now let's find that lady. Nope, sorry. Don't know why, I just tried to walk into the guards room. Alright, we're looking for a lady. I'm not gonna tell Hans that basically I've sold him away, but... Alehouse maid. That'd be hilarious if I just sat down there and just took a nap right there.
Your Grace, may I disturb you?
Certainly.
Godwin.
Ah, now I remember.
Lord Liechtenstein asked me for help, but if you'll allow me, sir, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Indeed.
Do you still think the Lords will agree at the end of the day? I'm beginning to lose hope.
That's the way of politics. Some are persuaded by silver.
And if none of
such cases usually end in
John of Liechtenstein.
That was the original agreement. And
but it was you who sent him to Kutn.
True. But I certainly never told him to hole up in the Jewish quarter. And by doing...
I understand.
Yes, he is.
Although...
But he...
You're not gonna piss the king off more. All the rest of those questions seemed like it was
God be with you, noble lady.
Here's the lady.
There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support.
And your money right off the bat?
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein...
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to...
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give...
Do you have something in particular?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into...
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him...
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, but watch yourself. Odoran's groom has eyes everywhere.
I need some way for this dude to not be there.
Huh? What? Greetings. What?
I just need to get something from the shed.
You know what? And what's that?
Not as so.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I'm just leaving.
That won't please Lord Odderin.
Good day.
I've got those papers.
Quiet!
Here they are. You're welcome.
As agreed.
Thank you.
Yes, quite. But
how could I?
And to the...
I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one roof.
At other times, I would celebrate hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man to whisper the right words into the right ears.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed...
Like I said, tell me, Godwin of the...
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our...
Both of them. Good.
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you...
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes! And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Yeah, keep on.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Sorry, K-Bomb. Thought he was gonna maybe like try to run for a second. I was like, boy, you lose everything if you run. You ain't got nowhere to go. Everybody else hates you. Broke you out of like 3 prisons. Thank God I get to go back Henry now.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein. To do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see? All you have to do is make sure the city rabble get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, a lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sargents, your insolence just cost you your place on the council, and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you are harsh, rightfully so. These councils, you suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a
Both these guards are just eyeing me down.
ability in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal joy.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anywhere. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'll have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Johnson is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat more seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good. To your health. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the council was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easy. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of
White it is. Quickly! If Rabosch falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
Need be. We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for our candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Gonna drink with the king. It's kind of cool. Even though I'm a spy. Oh hell, I'm back with the old man.
Ah, so what? We left a long time ago. Doing without front.
Excusez-moi. Half of the French court knows me by that name.
Well, we're not in France now. Here.
Alright, looks like it's slowly like going away now that I've ate some of that bread.
We're off to a
So you see, the best thing we can do is stay right here. Still can't wait for that ginger.
I really just need.
God bless, sir. God bless.
Get another
I need bread.
with a mighty hand. I'm filled with grief.
I've been in this state before many times where I know that I am effed up. Like, I know that, like, whoa, stop, don't shit your pants right now, my boy. Sit when you can. Get a little food on your system, especially some bread. Absorb that shit.
Best thing we can do is stay.
And you don't make an ass of yourself. That's always the biggest thing. Don't make an ass of yourself when you're drunk. And also know when to tap out.
Right here.
Nobody knows. But that is about to change. The defense of Gutenberg.
How'd you like our wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in... recipes are passed on from father to son. I myself was practically raised. Even the French, the king himself, had wine...
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if he'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for a...
Baron Vacuum.
Over there. I'm filled with grease. The roast is calling out. Begging to be eaten. It's about politics. That may be true. Good wine.
What does it matter? We reached an agreement, but it's going to take time.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend.
I'd like to drink a toast. So, touching, come now.
I never had
Truly?
Not a bit. I'm just a cynical old pragmatist.
In that case, in fuck.
I've got a...
Well,
his lordship.
to hell. I had my eye on him all evening and left the rest of us to drink cheap.
You can bet on it. I've got...
I don't doubt him.
I'm filled with grease. The roast is calling out.
Wait for that ginger. But it's going to take time to raise an army. Until then, Sigismund's men can trample over us one by
I'm playing the drunken part really well. Oop! Sorry, man. Definitely just let out a big O2.
But when it comes to affairs of state... strong words. Begging to be eaten.
I gotta be patient now. I can't just knock over the Novum. Henry, whenever I'm dressed like a nobleman, oh yeah, I would run your ass over.
We all agree that the... Who comes strolling by?
Worse, if you will. Martin bragged about the beast.
Yes? First you ridiculed me in front of Alder, and now I find out you're sneaking around...
I should have known you'd turn your servants into...
And you're as drunk...
And I intend to get even more... A distinguished...
I'll see about that. Just look at him.
Having a good time. It's a fucking bore. He's all fuck. Well, what are you missing? There's wine. Well, let's have a game for a coin. Let's...
Nice. If I'd known...
Alright, come on, drunken dice. Oh, hell. This is gonna be a challenge. You can already tell my character is, like, struggling to see. We're going to 1,500, so it's a pretty small bet. You got a 500. Take 400.
God be with you, my friend.
Come on, give me something. Damn it. You might win this right here. Why did I even do that? I could have won that right there. I'm an idiot. Bus. 400. If I don't pull something out again. Come on. Damn it, I'm gonna lose.
Greetings to you, friend.
Maybe not. Maybe I might be able to come back. Part of the cards right here. I lost this one. Oh my god, he pulled out an amazing hand.
on the rules.
Sure.
Playing for coin.
Later.
And what might...
Let's keep it a surprise.
Oh, I gotta go peep before we do this. This is like, we're gonna keep this one a surprise apparently. So this one's gonna matter more. Alright. Let's see what this wager's all about here. I'll take it.
What the hell?
You bet.
$300. $200. Score that. I made like 50 more points than I could have, I guess, if I just would have passed at the very beginning, so I guess it's something. I wish my dude would quit shitting his pants. That's not good. Some good. Come on, I need to heart the cards right now, or else this dude's gonna, like, basically probably take my children or something later. I don't know what I'm betting him for. I got no choice but to go into it. Like, go for all of it. Oh, thank God.
God be with you. Greetings to you too.
So 500. Yes. I don't know why I was like, after like I messed up that last one, I was like overly thinking it. I was like, am I? Yeah, okay. That's how the score works for it. Even though I played dice, I can't tell you how many times for it. Oh, but this stupid drunken stupor has got me even discombobulated myself. It's like playing through like drunk goggles. Maybe I am drunk. Not that, but not this drunk as my character.
You can dip that rotten carrot in lard and rub.
But if you don't like your pride...
Here you are.
Ah, you've got no imagination. It's not for eating. Like I could shove it down the back of the cousins.
Well, the groom isn't looking too happy at the moment.
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush?
All hail Jobst. He sorted out things here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I want. But you know how it goes. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young and full of piss. I'm too old and fond of my comfort.
Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take...
Nothing to discuss. It'll be at our... It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and...
But there are 2 casts. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush will want to have the wedding there.
What? In Ratai? Well...
Deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger any...
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, my lady.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to listen to it.
You couldn't think of a fancier name?
At least you can tell by the name that the horse is immensely valuable.
It depends. Well, we'll all agree that the
I probably gotta go find Hans.
name won't be just any army. It will be an army like the likes of which this country's never seen.
You get it, Father. Please, call me Rabbi. Okay. Oh, whatever. Fuck it.
Curse either.
See?
Be quiet.
Didn't you say the Lord Kronstadt was going with them?
Sneaking around with the widow of Bartosz.
Where are we supposed to keep watch outside the gate?
Like for that ginger cunt to finally fuck off.
Affairs of state. He splashes out like there's no tomorrow.
Are you surprised? He's a bitter contrary, old goat.
I think it wants me to shout, and I don't know if I really want to do that. That's like, oh, find the jug of wine. Okay.
When it comes to affairs of state,
I was like, what am I else am I supposed to be doing here?
I thought your Alicia was brown-eyed, though.
A while ago, he was sneaking around.
Find the jug of wine. Let's go look in the kitchen.
Hey, scrubbing that floor.
Sorry,
From cleaning up this pit.
I've come to rescue you from work and responsibilities.
Really?
Well, it occurred to me we could maybe...
Do you play dice?
You mean...
You strip if you like. Either way, you'll end up bare-assed and with an empty...
All right.
Everybody wants to play dice. She don't want to play strip poker either. Damn it.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Why would he do that? If he was so favored as to run away from the first army that crossed his path, he would never have made it all the way here.
I'll go ahead and save it just in case we're winning this game against this girl. Holy shit.
That'll work. And now I'll fuck it all up. Or not. Your turn. If I was you, I'd take it.
150.
Well, that's
Damn
not
it.
worth mentioning.
And she just beat the piss out of me right there.
I need help with something. Do you know where I might be able to find the wine? I mean, the ones with the really good wine.
And you're one of those.
It's not for me. I'm just supposed to bring the wine to one of the distinguished guests.
I see. And if it evaporates on the way, it won't be your doing, eh? Anyway, I don't know nothing about no wine. In case you haven't noticed, try asking my mom.
And why would he do that? So craven as to run away from the first army that crossed his path.
I'm not gonna restart for that.
Greetings. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but are you busy?
What do you think? A fortress full of hungry mouths and half of them noble lords accustomed...
I haven't eaten so well in a long time. Lord Odoran was fortunate in his choice of cook.
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my grandmother before her. God rest them both.
Wait, you Kvieta's daughter, Madlenka.
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
You haven't changed at all.
But I have. And you've changed too. You left a haughty young pup, and now you return...
An old dog.
Not at all. The years have been kind to you.
And how have you been all this time? Did my father give you a hard time?
Not really. When he remarried and had another son, his mood improved quite a bit. I also got married. And soon I had my little Elishka running around under my feet. Young Sir Christopher used to come and play with her sometimes.
Tell me more about Elishka.
She's a big girl now. She's a maid here for now, but I'm sure...
Well, aren't you worried about her?
Even as a little girl, she used to beat up the boys in the village.
And your husband?
Kuba? He died when Elishka was just a baby. He got bitten by a dog.
God grant him. Why don't we go somewhere together? Somewhere private. And reminisce about the old days.
You really haven't changed. You ought go and have a drink and stop chasing girls.
Where might I find the really...
Why?
It's not for me.
Aha. If you go down the cellar stair, it's Lord Odoran's best. He's drunk.
Try to get you some play, old man. I did. My dude's just over here cutting cheese like no one's business. I guess that's what happens when I get over 8. Take the white, take the red. Just like a blue to blue red pill.
Everybody likes a drop of white. But the red'll be good, I hope.
There's something better. Where did she say that it was? I thought she said in the cellar. Where did she tell me again? Come on, where's this stupid wine at? It's gotta be over here somewhere. what the hell that bitch did? I really shouldn't have just like skipped through that really fast. Hey. I just don't think that those two are it. I just said it was like in a barrel or something. Now I'm just in a bucket. Missing it. Empty barrel. My God, my boy. Fuck it, we're just taking the white.
Oh, I don't know. White?
That's what, like, he keeps saying things like, no, 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 do not drink, do not drink! Shit.
When it comes to wine, red it is. Christ's blood wasn't white either.
Executioner. Said now you gotta get shit-faced.
I don't think I'm bringing the right wine, though. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rootheart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
No, we don't gotta fight like this.
That's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to this celebration, you old fox.
Oh shit. They're coming here to fight.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Alright, here comes drunk fight. Maybe I got the drunken fist.
Ah, Jesus! Just around the Christmas. He can't make it on his own. Jesus! The surrounding Christian can't make it on his own.
Didn't see that coming, eh? Hot there! Hey, get him! It's a wonder you're still standing.
I gotta figure out where my brother's at and where he's getting beat up at. I almost gotta try to like get everybody to pay attention to me. If I was Henry,
Can't make it on his own.
I still lost my brother? No, I'm like, we're doing this. I'm winning this. Where's my brother at? I think he was wearing green.
Jesus! The surrounded Christian can't make it on his own.
Step back! Stand your ground! Bash him up!
Ugh. If I was Henry, I would mess these boys up. Henry, he don't get tired like this old ass man.
An executioner said, remember your training.
It's more of like, I've got to like keep everyone's attention at me so that way none of these other people, like I can't have Hans die, I can't have like many of these main people die, because I literally, Henry spent so much goddamn time gathering all these people to come to this one place. I can't let them be taken out. Honestly, this dude's brother is the only one that I think that, like, I don't think it would matter if he died. Well, if it's not my stream crashing, it's the games froze up. Let's relaunch it. Oh. Did the new patch just come in? Or no, March 13th. Basically, they're going to make it where more realistic. Henry's hair is going to grow throughout time, so like you have to go to the barber and that kind of stuff. They also, I believe, are adding a hardcore mode, which could definitely be... I think that... I may have, like, I won't replay it. I know I don't ever replay any game. But the hardcore mode, basically, you don't have... I don't think you have the ability to, like, consume these save potions. So that way you can, you know, like, if you are getting ready to go rob a whole bunch of stuff from somebody or whatever, you can pre-save it. So if you get caught, you can just reload your other save. And I think in hardcore mode, that would be a lot more fun because, I mean, either you would really have to try to play the game straight and narrow, which would make it a lot more difficult to earn currency and that kind of stuff. Again, you'll run the risk of, like, either fighting and, like, killing main people.
The surrounded Christian can't make it on his own. I'll be coming in a flash. Step back! Stand your ground! You got it! You can't stand up to this! I'll be done with you in a flash.
Whoever I killed right there, that was, I guess, the guard that mattered the most. Get there, Henry. We'll do it. Holy shit, we ain't making it. Let's put on the battle gear. Where is it?
Quick.
Whoa. Slice him up. Now I'll show
led
you.
him on nicely.
For the cross! Keep it up!
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Fuck me.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
We already had taken care of most everybody there.
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Oder and Kunstadt and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hannes?
They left with Jobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers.
The girl died?
May she rest in peace. She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And he almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good luck.
What do you mean, almost?
I got there in time to help him. Christopher tried to defend our father. But old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally. The same as Ruta.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchick's a money-grabbing magpie.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway.
Where did they go?
They've got the razor.
So we have a plan for...
But, as you can see, I'll gladly be so kind.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
Trouble in paradise, my brother.
Markvar bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsh in return.
When he sees what von Bergau did with it, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around? Who else has to die before we do?
Tell us about it.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat.
We've lost a lot of allies. Well, are you surprised? Look around.
You want to give up now?
Nobody said anything about giving up. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Job.
If I survive the jump.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. He could reveal a lot. The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be...
Maybe Samuel will figure something out.
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and... Anyway, we've got work to... Give me a moment. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up,
crushed.
I want to know about it.
Oh, that's a good mace. So I have a bed here.
You did. But I still exist. That it was necessary.
And it was an honor to step in. Glad you did. That old bastard was hardly worth it. Don't say that. But if you got yourself killed, you wouldn't have helped him.
But he'll live, right?
I feel like I have slept here before.
Sankayula. Said hello.
Welcome.
Sankayula. Said are you gonna play Monster
Proof that this alliance isn't just a farce.
I have.
Would be an admission of conspiring with King Wenceslas.
So I was technically planning to go back and play some DI for a little while after I got done with this game, but it turns out that I am not going to be able to like really get to play with the people I was wanting to until basically 30 more days just to be able to save my badges and to be able to do things like that. So I have actually been asking around, trying to see if some of my buddies like Max.
Sankayula. Said did you buy game already?
No, I've not bought the game already. I'm actually asking around a few of my friends to see if anybody would want to play it with me. I know that it has co-op abilities, and that would be a lot of fun to play with one of my buddies.
Tell me. Ah, mon ami. After all, I thought only précis. What other? In the meantime, I'd like to. And for. Survive. Yes. Where is the that one? Oh boy.
I don't care what this girl says. Oh my gosh, he has so much.
Tell me quite. Then you are there above the. But like. Look en aucun. There's two chic clever le gris events. And if you.
Sankayula.
Tell me
I
the
have
secret.
Steam key for Monster Hunter.
I promise I'll
and
keep it to
trying
myself.
go for half price if you want.
Bien. As I say, the Carouge killed Le Gris with a dagger. And I found that dagger in the mud after the duel. A blessed blade, an instrument of divine justice. The dagger
Max, are you still
that
here?
ended the last
I think
trial
that was
of
actually the only
combat
thing that was
France
like
ever
keeping
witnessed.
Max
A night team
from.
of great
The Max I
family.
play a lot of games with
So,
for it. I don't
I had
mind.
some
Like I even said
copies
I would
made
buy
and
technically
sold
2
them to
copies
rich
for like
street
both my
noblemen.
accounts in case like any of my other friends wanted
That
to do
is
for it.
how I
But I would
first
technically take
came
that
into
key
wealth.
if I could more or less
And I
know it's
used the
going to
coin
more or
to
less
buy
Max.
the
If Max
horse
would be
and
interested in
armor
just
I
taking the
needed
discount
to set
to
off
be able to
in
get the
pursuit
game,
of
because that's what he
noble
was looking
battle.
for. He's like, I may play it whenever it comes.
Sankayula. Said region is USA.
Yeah, so like, I'm in Oklahoma. Max is in Texas.
Mexicutioner. Said I'm a poor Mexican.
So like, we're both in the U.S. region.
Mexicutioner. Said sell it to Krog. Sankayula. Said Mexica might work.
No, it's in Texas. He's in Texas. He's not. He is Mexican, but he's not in Mexico.
Sankayula. Said Mexica, Canada, and closed places are safe.
Okay, now you're sounding sketchy with this. What is this, like a
Sankayula.
drug deal?
Said Texas is good.
Yeah, I would expect. So what are you offering here now? Where's my catch? Where's the catch 22?
Ah, you still have a lot. It was half of France came to war. I could have.
Alright.
And so, Enguerrand out of
I
Paris.
don't care about all the battle.
I reckon King Sigismund would think otherwise after Constantinople.
That was completely different. Alors, my attack so, and that is how, no doubt, you had.
Bold maneuver.
Quite right. Just as...
So, your attack could have ended...
In short,
What did you...
he made me...
I reckon he wanted...
Do not talk no sense.
Thanks for I'd like to...
And for to...
Okay. So, are you wanting something for this stream key?
Executioner. Said how much is half? Sankaiula. Said yeah, full price of game is $, so if possible.
Soon. Yes. The best thing we can do is to keep doing all
Now we're in it, anyway.
Executioner. Said one a middleman at Krog.
That's what, like... I'm confused, I guess.
Sankaiula. Said you can try Steam Key first as well.
Max, can you jump in Discord with me? I think I would be down to middleman this, but I don't know how stream keys work. I really don't know what it is he's offering, except for I know it's a discount to the game for it. I don't mind buying my own full price for it, and I don't mind giving you like a half off for yours or whatever instead of, I guess, putting it to mine for it, if that's the case. But I got to try to figure out exactly how all this like pans out and works. I think it'd be easier.
Sankaiula. Said you need to go Steam account and enter code.
Max, have you done these before? Because it's more or less if Max could do it. Because Max and I, like...
Executioner. Said yeah, he just has game redeem code.
So... It's if, like, so basically I would pay the 35 and that gets Max the whole game? I'm confused. I've never seen how that works for it. I'm down.
Said yep.
Okay. Granted, anybody would technically fully testify to my stream that I'm a complete man of my word, that yes, I would definitely pay for that portion of it. But how do I know that also I've been scammed before too, because like I am too trusting in a lot of sense. How do I know you said you could try the Steam Key first as well? Okay. So we could try it and see if that would work?
Executioner. Said I can pay you know him Krog. Sankaiula. Said yep.
No, I don't know him, Max. That's why I was asking if you could jump in Discord to try to help me make sure I fully...
Said I will give key now.
You just happen to have this extra key?
Executioner.
I'm so...
Said wait.
It just sounds so like... It's very generous for it. I like that. But it just sounds a little bit too good to be true. And also it came at like the most coincidental time ever, because I literally just messaged Mex today about playing that game.
Said is it weird I'm actually looking forward to go home and playing Alley.
Huh? But everything just like...
Sankaiula. Said I am Adahan from Yudo.
Adahan.
Sankaiula. Said I have been watching all time.
Okay. Adahonade? Oh, you're Adahonade. Oh. Why don't you just start with that one? I didn't ever know your Twitch name.
Executioner. Said Cash App.
Yeah, you just came out of the blue out here, Adahonade. You say you're Adahonadin? Like, the one that I always, like, talk with on YouTube, right? The one that you, like, came here for the giveaways.
Adahonadin. Said lurking bruh. Adahonadin. Said face blue smiling face blue smiling face blue smiling face blue smiling. Loading.
Okay.
Said LOL.
Okay, yeah, I've never seen your Twitch name for it, and so I was, like, wondering why some, like...
Adahonadin. Said I always watch here.
That's fine. I guess I didn't recognize the name for it, because I was just, like... Every time somebody comes into your stream that you don't, like, recognize the name, I mean, like, if you would have said this, I guess, on YouTube, I probably would have been a lot more trusting immediately right then and there for it. But I was like, why did somebody just, like, jump into my stream? I literally had just talked to Mex today about playing this game. Like, it was just too coincidental, and I was like, nobody ever comes and just gives you nice things that you don't know. Or offers you good deals of things. But yeah, I'd be down for that one for it. I mean, either.
Said I can't claim game as well. I am not USA.
Okay. And then here, what about this then for it? So he probably doesn't have like a Cash App for it, but he would have a PayPal.
Executioner. Said VC.
Okay.
Loading. Said is this a secret giveaway?
Hold on 1 second. Say something. Just do like a constant like beat.
Said
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Do it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, cool. All right. One, I have like way too many different like sound notifications for things, so I had to scroll through to see if any of the bars were going up. All right, because I didn't know more or less. But yeah, no. If you want that portion of me, yeah, I mean, hell, I can technically give him. I can even pay it for like PayPal. Adahonadin, like he'd been through all of the giveaway.
Said who wants it.
Hold on.
I'm talking with Executioner. So it's more of. I was talking with Mex earlier today because Mex and I have like we just play on the same game time all the time. He's the one that I was also playing Call of Duty with whenever I jump on my alt account. And since I basically found out that the main game that I am gonna be playing, or like I was gonna go back to play some Diablo Immortal, I'm really not gonna get to play with like my friends for a month, which gives me technically time to like just level up and get caught up. So that way I guess I can return to the stream when I'm actually at power, which would be probably better.
Sankyola. Said Diablo sucks frick Blizzard.
See, yeah, but like I've gotta.
Loading. Said, but I'm here.
You are there, but the thing is, you're on the same server that someone is, and I am leaving that server because I've got to keep my badges, or I'm gonna basically. I've already messed up one of my badges, so I have 2 12s and an 8, and if I don't leave before Sunday, apparently, I'm gonna have a 2% badge that is going to take away one of my 12s. So I gotta leave server to keep my badge because like
Loading. Said I'm surprised you still have them.
Man, you're doing all that just to keep your badges, bro.
Oh, I mean, granted, so right now I'm at 32. I'm gonna be losing.
Loading.
I would go from 30.
Said they are.
I would be going from a 32% total damage buff and like damage decrease to, if I just stayed on that server for it, to 22%. And that Haunted said he was going to message you, Max.
Yeah.
But again, if you don't have like a PayPal or whatever for it, or don't want to, like, I guess, send across, I don't mind.
I don't have PayPal, but I have Cash App.
Well, I don't know if, like, he's not in the United States, so that's why he's got the key and it can't really work for him. But if, again, unless you want to make a PayPal and just do it yourself for it, I don't mind just doing the PayPal transaction that way, and then we can Cash App or whatever later.
You mind, I sent you my Cash App. You mind requesting? And then,
I don't, let's see.
Send it to you on Discord.
Talking to me? Because one, he can't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want me to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, because it just worked, so I gotta pay him.
Wait, you said it? Oh, hold on.
Sankayula said let's try code first.
Okay. Alright. But Adahana, message me, because I have a way to give you currency across wherever you're at.
Said if it doesn't work it would be very embarrassing.
Yeah, that would. That's what my biggest scare for that one for too. So I guess
it worked.
Sankayula said okay work.
So I gotta pay the men.
Sankayula said thank God.
That's fine. Send me now. You send me your PayPal information, and then I'll get you paid, and then Mex and I can settle up. Because I don't know if, so I was looking to see if Cash App, how far it went.
I have Cash App.
So Cash App works where you're at? Perfect. Never mind. Y'all can take care of it.
You got Cash App? Okay.
I just...
Sankayula said I can send to him.
Okay. He can send it. He said he can send it to you. Perfect. That works as well. I just know that PayPal seems to be the one thing that, like, I mean, granted, just doing some of these giveaways, I've sent money to, like, South Africa.
Said it was nice making bussiness with you all.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm not gonna download it, I guess, right now, because I don't want my stream to, like, shit the bed. But before I go to bed tonight, I'll probably leave the computer on, and I'll download. God, I gotta finish this game. Because honestly, I was looking at, like, Monster Hunter play, like, how it looked, and loading's right. It looks right up my alley, because he's like, don't play it. I was like, I wouldn't, ever. But it's right, like, it looks good. It looks right up my alley. But I also, again, the last Monster Hunter I did play, granted it was for PSP, they did have, like, co-op abilities for it, and I think the reason I ended up actually getting that game was because, like, my buddy Jesse Craybill, he, shout out my boy, if you ever watch or listen coming in, I haven't talked to him in a while. But yeah, he was a big Monster Hunter fan, and he had it on his PlayStation, or PSP as well. And so, when I would try to play Monster Hunter by myself, man, it was kind of rough. A lot of grind, and one, I'm really bad about wanting, like, to work for something that's going to be long-lasting or something that I really want to go on in for. And in Monster Hunter, at least the other ones, you were always able to, like, you could go and try to fight whatever the hell you wanted to. You may not, like, be able to take it down, but if you had like a group or a team, basically just kind of being able to pass aggro back and forth, it made it all the better. Because that's, I mean, it took us maybe like a 30-minute fight one time to like kill this one dragon, but we would just nitpick, get back. So I know if I did play it, I want to have somebody I'm playing it with, because I was playing Call of Duty, so there was that where I could play with like anybody cross server or whatever else. And then I just now played this Kingdom Deliverance 2. It's, if anything, I feel like if a class was required to teach history back in the day for like high schoolers or whatever, this would be, except for I guess you could really get too graphic and there's titties in this, but this would be like something you would almost like let your high schoolers play, because the more that I've like realized in this game, you want to learn about the lore of this whole game, read a history book. It is almost too accurate to the T. Like even my like Lord Sir Hans or whatever, he's a real person. Anyway? I think that other priest is a real person. How long have you known
each other?
We were.
Can he be trusted?
Aye. He's not. Did you see what?
You mean how they?
Aye.
Maxis, did you get all that done?
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. Can you show the picture on stream for verification? If you don't mind.
Wait. What?
Sent it on Discord.
Okay. You want me to show that?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Showing him so you can see that I did send it.
Sources. Window. There's a message that Mex sent me, more of just Adahana had given you confirmation that you got your money sent to it. Apologize for the, I guess I probably should have like blurred out, I guess, your name for it there, but.
Sankaila said thank you.
I guess I could have been more courtesy actually to my other audience too. I should have actually like cropped right out where his name was. Or I guess I could have like sent it to him directly on Discord. Thank God I don't got a lot of viewers. You probably know everybody that is watching here.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughtered.
Yeah, no, I didn't post any of that.
Captured our closest and most influential ally.
Did I? Yeah, no, you just says that you got 35.
We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way.
But how? Our plans are ruined. Get a grip. You're right.
How did you acquire it in the first place?
Can't get much worse.
Actually, at Sigismund's council.
Gods, we need to get back to this. I'm going with you. Out of the quest. You'll be more useful. Henry, tell Samuel and the...
Sankaila said giveaway.
So many dead. God.
You're good about those giveaways, aren't you?
Executioner said noise.
I may have you help me a little bit, maybe like in planning my next one. Because I do want to I want to make sure that I do give out to people that do come back, watch, care, like that kind of stuff for it. But also, I guess the only bad side is so since I did it the way that I did the last time of the giveaway, I didn't I will say I made maybe I think Krog Fest, we made about 100 viewers in total for it, which is good. But also, I think I need to do almost a giveaway where I change it and I let it go back to like the giveaway I did just before it in like December or whatever. I honestly, for YouTube wise, for that little one that I did, just like the $100 one or so, that, but I let basically just bots or whatever come, I gained like 300 or 400. I gained like 300 or 400 from like YouTube. So again, half of those are probably not real on YouTube for it. But if I can get up to at least 1,000, even if I got them 1,000 bots, I'm not gonna pay for these bots. My giveaways, like in a sense, I get somewhat hopefully paying for it. If I guess if I can get up to 1,000 on YouTube, I can make small pennies for every one of the streams that I like leave out, since I publish every one of my streams. And as long as I don't put any sound technically or like no music to them. So a lot of like, so right now since I've got it where I got up to 500 on YouTube,
may not get another chance.
I technically, my videos, it's like now starting to process every video that I've ever posted, and it's like telling me if it can be monetized or not. A lot of my Diablo ones, because I have any music playing in the back, it's like nope, 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 and it's like if I hit this goal.
But I tried many times.
If I hit the goal of 1,000 followers on YouTube,
Remember
I can
how
make
I
like
stared at your sword when we first met?
200.
Said, is there any game you
I
want?
recognized the master's symbol.
Any game I want?
Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son. What?
I don't think so.
How did?
How many more you need? You need 321.
That is.
I know.
This bastard son.
And so the thing is like, if I did another giveaway, but I allow like, so since like I made it where this last one you had to type the command, you didn't see as many of like the bots just coming in. You remember the little $100 giveaway I did, Mex, where it was like non-stop follows for like a little while, like annoyingly amount. It was the giveaway right before I did Krog Fest.
Why are you even telling me
Said I
this?
want cringe dating games.
I thought you would want to know. Martin was
Max,
raising
do you
you
remember that one,
instead of being with Mother and me.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What'd you say?
Do you remember the giveaway I did before the Krog Fest one? The one that was like there's $100 out there.
Said it was bot fest.
Yeah,
it was a bot fest. And that, I honestly need like another one of those bot fest for it, because again, I gained like at least 300 followers to the YouTube, and I only gained maybe, again, I think he gained like 50 followers on YouTube from Krog Fest, and I gained about 100 on like Twitch.
Yeah, man, people follow the money, bro.
But the thing is, like, I know it's terrible to like put that into that for it, because I know that like 300 of these people are probably bots on my like subscribers for it, but I need like 300 more bots, and I ain't gonna pay for no bots. But I need to do like another giveaway and allow the bots to come in. At a Holiday is probably going to.
At a Honodin.
He would shoot a best.
Said follower or sub count don't matter.
No, they do. They do. They do to YouTube. I think it's like on Twitch, it matters about your viewer total count.
He wants cringe dating games. You're gonna play adult games. I'll do that.
Wait, what is that? What is a cringe dating game? Like, what's that mean, Max? You want me to play like Truth or Dare?
I don't know what cringe dating games are. I'm assuming like Japanese dating games, simulation dating games or something. I don't know.
Can you get like pro level at that?
I don't know.
You know, but now that I
can tell this is not the end.
Said I don't have
We have
bots.
Sigismund.
the king, he's no king.
Yeah, see, I just need the bots for. Honestly, the thing is, like, even on YouTube, even if somebody like if I get it to 1,000 followers and then they like even like remove all of the bots, I don't lose the achievement that I've earned of like monetization. That's I think I found about for it.
What's so?
That is
Nonsense. Christians and all.
This is we need. Will you?
I'll come.
Very well.
So
you got to do some marketing for it beforehand too.
Yeah. Well, again, the more of the one night that I accidentally like, Idaho didn't give me a list of like 30 or whatever. I basically there was something I didn't set up. I didn't like set up the giveaway bot correctly or whatever. Oh no, I didn't change it where YouTube had to be subscriber only to comment. That's the biggest thing. Is like they'll give you like a follower for it, but since I made it where you had to subscribe and comment, I didn't get all of the YouTube bot people. So it's more of I'm almost like tempted to like do 2 giveaways in a sense. I need to do a bot giveaway in a sense where I can gain those bots. But then if I hit my 1,000 mark, I never want to do that again. I only want real people for it. So I almost want to like hit up to my portion of it and then do a giveaway that's maybe bigger and go back to more of like you would have to type in the commands for it, because the last one, besides the one time that I didn't set up the bot right and that basically like I allowed all YouTubers to come in there.
Said you can scam Yudo bot or say him if you gave me bots I will give cash. Adahonadin. Said then ban him when you hit.
That's fair.
Let's not waste.
I feel like the I feel like this is like kind of like your thing for it, Adam. I feel like you like watch through a lot of giveaways, so you've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, which would be something I definitely could use your experience for.
I heard you were having some
but
kind of a feast here.
I know the
So
first
it
giveaway, if I did it for
came
technically a
rather
bot
than
portion of it, because then I'm not paying for it.
And I
So I like want it to
instead of
happen
that,
like
you have
organically
a
to the piece of
massacre
it.
here.
Well, the real massacre.
The more
is
of
yet to
I've
come
experienced
if we
and
do
learned
something
how to like
fast.
the bots technically work
We have
from
to
just
get to
like
Kuttenberg.
trial and
Can we borrow
error,
the
seeing
wagon
like
you
how I
want?
could get it to
Well,
where
of
they're not
course.
there.
I borrowed it too.
But yeah, I mean,
if you know what I mean. But
for $100
Could
roughly,
you stop
I got
blabbering
300,
already?
even though if they may have been
We don't
bots.
have the time.
For the 1 or 2 days compared to the whole
And you,
week
sir,
where I put
if
300
you
out.
can, come with us and
I
help
only gained
us.
like
All
100 followers.
But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
But again,
I'll
the Twitch
explain to you
one,
on the way.
and again, if
Time
I
is running out.
I'm not
Are
worried
you
about
coming
like
too,
it being
Sir
long-term
John?
sustaining
Of
for
course.
it. But if I could make like, hell, if I made a penny, no, really not a penny. If I made like a quarter per each of my streams for it, I mean, hell, I already totaled up the other day. I've got like over 300 and something because I post. I mean, every one of my streams goes to YouTube, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. And
Adahonadin. Said if you scam the scammer it would be fair.
I guess you have to like explain a little bit more of.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I'm not.
All right then.
You have to explain, I guess, how I would work that angle or how I could do that. Because yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a little too green when it comes to actually streaming. I've always wanted to be able to stream just like my content, and I don't really. It doesn't bother me if I've got a whole lot of people here or not. I mean, it's way cooler whenever I was playing Diablo and had at least a consistent 15 plus.
Settle
But
down, son. If you must keep
overall,
your
I've got to
tongue
like meet
busy, then
a group
use
of
it
guys
to
that
pray.
do come and hang out all the time.
Tell me what the
I mean,
fuck
like
is going on over
my boys like Loading, Max, and these other ones, which I did. I met them technically through Diablo initially, but
An attack on the Jewish quarter.
they come, they hang out,
We need to take
they
all
keep in
right
touch.
pictures and get the people
I'm
out
old
of
now.
there.
I feel like back in my prime, I ran around with all my friends and whatever. Now I'm married, settled down, got kids. My only acquaintances or friends that I talk to are pretty much my game ones now. I mean, granted, I talk to Huff on a daily
Things are
basis,
so
so hell, we basically
sturdy.
work together.
I promise we will save you, Ma. No one will touch the single hair on your beautiful hat. What the hell are you babbling about? What? Well, I'm imagining she's pretty.
No, yeah, it would be a lot cooler if I could technically make like.
On the line for her.
Stop with
I mean, like Twitch right now, it already pays me like a
all
little bit.
of you.
Now when I was like,
beg you.
Jesus. I was just trying to
honestly, like when I was doing Diablo Immortal,
the bucket and shot
I think it's also because Diablo Immortal, there's like a lot of people that maybe
what about you?
Yeah, they definitely are paying for that game because it is a very big pay-to-win game.
You might get a taste for it.
I mean, I was making $100, like minimum wise. I was making $100 a month when I was streaming Diablo Immortal. Now I'm making my piss change now that I'm playing these other games, but
if this carries on,
I enjoy actually. I'd rather like play what I want because of it. If I'm not enjoying what I'm playing, I mean, I'm not trying to make a business off of this for it, but.
All right.
If I could take my wife out every once in a while for a fancy dinner, and I'd be like, the stream paid for that one for it, she may bitch a little less about how often I am up here. She normally doesn't complain at all.
Said it's all about having fun when playing games.
Oh yeah, it is indeed.
Executioner.
What's the matter?
Said she gonna
Why are
chill
we
you out
stopping?
when she sees you
We
spending
will walk
again.
from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
I don't think that case for it.
How do we
Honestly,
get into the town then?
She probably complained less when I was playing Diablo
There are
Immortal.
many abandoned mine shafts under
Because
the town.
that was a game
One
that
of
I
them
could take.
ends
I mean, like, she knew I was
Won't
spending, of
collapse
course.
on
But
our heads.
she
We'll find
also,
out soon enough.
like,
Follow
I
me.
would pretty much end my streams around like
What a
11
blessing
o'clock or
it is
whatever,
to have fun.
because the battlegrounds would end.
Bit longer without food.
Oh, well, now they got battlegrounds for like 6 hours straight, man. Shit.
What time do they end now? No, they still end at the same time.
Yeah, but it starts like
Really
at 6 and
starts to
ends
be
at
grumpy.
midnight.
Yeah, see, but like, I still normally can't. When I get in trouble for being on too much, is if I'm on before the girls are in bed. Because that means my wife has to take care of both a 4-month-old and a now 5-year-old.
You killed our savior.
What did you just say?
Get your hands full before
nothing,
gaming, man.
just
Every
blabbering.
day.
I
Oh,
dare
yeah.
you to say that again.
So that's where,
Loud and clear.
You
as
know
long
what,
as the
Sam?
girls are all
Just
passed
call
out,
me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up a little quicker.
I can
My heart
stay
is
up
getting
late,
numb.
which, of course, is like, it's probably why I've been sick more often this year and basically missed like long week periods of like streams and things like that, simply just because, yeah, I mean, like I'm staying up till halftime like 2 or whatever, 2 to 3 on most every night, still getting up at like 6:30.
Oh my gosh, bro, you're killing yourself slowly.
Slowly, yeah. And so,
Gotta get some sleep, man, or you're gonna wake up old in 8 years.
I am old, Max.
You're gonna wake up wrinkly looking 50 while you're 40.
But yeah, no, I've been doing better about getting some of the sleep for it, because that's the other case is like one, I mean, like even the girls, like they'll get up early because they normally go to bed pretty early. I think now that like
Morning cartoons.
now that my daughter's in like preschool or whatever their grade that she's in for it, I don't even know if it's like even preschool. It's not pre-K. She's about to actually start like pre-K and that kind of stuff now that she's 5. But
Nice.
before then, my daughter was real bad about
Follow me.
staying up till like 9
Hopefully
or
we'll
10
find it
or whatever
quickly.
every
I
night,
left a stack of my papers in the tavern.
which would basically make it where
If
I
they
didn't
find
get on for
Sigismund's
Battlegrounds
hands,
until about
people in other towns will
10
die
o'clock or
too.
whatever, 9 to 10 or so. So I normally don't ever get
Dang,
on.
bro. Man, when I was that age, my
Hopefully
parents made me go
everything
to
will
bed
be
by
all
like
right at the
8.
tavern. My stash is locked away.
And that's where,
Samuel's friends
again,
are
whatever
guarding
was
the
like, we
place.
only had our first
Who
kid,
knows what the situation is like in
and
the
Briar
streets
was
now.
just the only one there. I mean, my wife's a stay-at-home mom,
It's strange all the same, isn't it? Hundreds of people must
she's-
have dug this tunnel.
so like
Years of
the
hard
way that I
labor
am
in the
about
darkness.
games, My wife is a reader.
Suffering. And today, God
And
willing, we'll save a lot of
especially if she gets on a
suffering
book
thanks to
that
it.
she's like hooked on and it's got series. I mean, shit. She could pop Harry Potter down like the whole series and even the Latin version in like a week.
Left it like this.
Yeah, she's one of those, huh?
Must have got in.
Books are good. So you can buy her some books and she'll be
Go and check.
happy.
Oh, I mean, like, I don't gotta buy her no book. She got the card.
Our money.
Yeah, that's more of like, I don't complain about her spending habits because she doesn't complain about mine. As long as
You
they're
keep quiet, huh? You're just like, I ain't saying nothing, so she won't say nothing.
no, half time I actually will bitch about what she buys. And then she will every once in a while. She gets like fed up with because the only time I guess I was really bitching about what she was buying is because we had fucking golden fucking gooses are the stupidest thing in my like I just couldn't get behind it. Like I bought many like Louis bags and all kinds of other stuff for her. Not a problem in my mind. I know that those things technically have even like a resale value back, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what golden gooses are, Max?
What is it?
It's a shoe.
A shoe.
It's a shoe.
A shoe brand?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
how much are the shoes?
They're like easy $500-600 a pop. Okay.
Golly.
And
for some shoes.
They are. So what they are, they're like fancy, scuffed-looking shoes. Like they look like they're pre-beaten up. They're like buying worn jeans.
It's denim shoes. Okay.
No, they're not denim. I mean, here you just go Google one real fast.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Golden Goose shoes.
Bring any important looking documents. How the fuck should I know what an important document looks like? I ain't never seen none.
Dude, these are not $500.
I know, right?
$600, $645, bro.
Let's see what you're made of.
You want to try me?
Stylish.
Yeah. Okay. Well. So one, it doesn't matter the size of the person that they're bought for. I mean, like, I understand a size 10 and a size 7 shoe is going to technically be the same price for it, right? I mean, even if you wear like 13s or something crazy for it, the store technically shouldn't charge you more for it.
Well, not really, because some of them are more in demand, the shoe sizes.
Well, yeah, but I guess like, so say that somebody's got like really big feet, do they have to pay more for their shoes? Like if it's like
it's more material, but they'll probably pay less because not as many people are buying them.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, the other bullshit is they make infant shoes and child shoes. And so my daughter and my wife needed a match, apparently, and we're using a lot less fucking leather now. I'm just saying. I mean, my wife's foot compared to my like, and this is the time my daughter was maybe not 1 yet. Like, I mean, she's barely. I don't even know if she was walking yet.
Yeah, I mean, you have a legitimate reason because they're gonna outgrow it so fast.
They're
There's
gonna
no
outgrow it,
that much,
and
you know.
there's no value to those things. I mean, one like so like they have like the golden gooses at like.
Said, can you play this game with your friends?
No, that's the reason why that I was asking
Henry.
Max if anybody if he'd be interested in playing this game with or playing Monster Hunter with me because I played Call of Duty where I can play with anybody.
But we dealt with them.
I played this because I saw it and Ducky recommended it, which is it's been a great game. But also, my favorite games are definitely something I can play like with. Like I love co-op games. Like those are probably my favorite games.
If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
Which so basically I was going to go back and play just Diablo with some.
Eric must have sent them.
Which I'm still going to go back and play. I mean, I already started working on my character again. But now that I've realized, or now that I got told today that I'm going to need, if I want to like stay strong, I'm going to need to wait roughly 30 days on another server, which will allow me time to get like worked up. But I'm not going to like probably stream my Diablo like regaining back up. No one really wants to watch that. Because I was more known for Diablo for like its PvP and being a higher res player.
By the Lord of Fashion. Said what s quackin' Sir Krog.
Oh, I'm hanging out here. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna put that back on too here, Max. We don't have to be. You don't have to say much in any portion of it, but also during us talking about this golden goose is where I feel like people were a little confused of like the lack of response.
Said, did you see the real?
I think I can hear myself on your stream.
Can you?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it? Say just
yep, I can hear myself. I've been hearing myself, so.
But that's so wild. Here, I'll show you what a reason why I'm saying that's like wild.
You're slacking, bro. You're on drugs.
Ducky the Lord of Fashion. Said, who is the new voice?